It has been announced that I would speak this evening about the I Ching. I should just say then briefly that the Book of Changes is thought to be the oldest of the great Chinese classics, and to date from perhaps as early as 1300 BC. Although perhaps the figures of which this classic is a discussion may be much earlier than that, they may go back to the earliest phases of human thought, because the I Ching really is the ground plan of the way in which the Chinese think, and not only the Chinese. It's almost a mapping of the thinking processes of man. And it may surprise you to know that the system of arithmetic, which is used by digital computers, came from the I Ching. We have a binary system of arithmetic in which all numbers may be represented by 0 and 1 in various arrangements. Is you is or is you ain't. So there's a sudden, unexpected link between the most sophisticated mathematical machinery and a book originating at least 1300 BC. But what the I Ching really goes into is this question of is you is or is you ain't. It sounds terribly simple. Black or white. And we keep saying to people, you know, life isn't just black and white, or black or white. There are many shades of gray. True, but against some backgrounds, gray is dark. In another context, gray is light. And really, all colors, in fact, all information whatsoever, can be translated into terms of yang and yin. So likewise, the nervous system is so constituted that the neuron carrying a message either fires or does not fire. If it fires or if it's activated, that registers as a yes. If it is not fired, the absence of firing is represented as a no. And so you could say that all your perceptions, in all their variety and in all their color, are made up of a vast composite of little yeses and little nos in every conceivable variation. So out of these two come everything. Yang means the positive, and yin the negative. Yang is identified with the south or sunny side of a mountain, yin with the north or shady side. And note at this moment that you cannot have a one-sided mountain. Imagine it. And this then is the crucial thing that one must understand about the Yang-Yin philosophy, and it is represented in the symbol of a circle crossed with an S curve, one side of which is black and the other side is white. And so they're like two fishes. And in the head of the black fish is a white eye, and in the head of the white fish there is a black eye. These two sides are interdependent because the black one is outlined by the white one, and the white one is outlined by the black one, and they chase each other in the form which is really the double helix, the pattern of the spiral nebulae, and also the pattern of love-making between many, many kinds of creatures. The spiral folding into itself, black chasing white and white chasing black. Now, obviously, white and black are as different can be. So to put this into clear words, we can say explicitly, black and white are different. But implicitly, that is to say, by implication, they are one. So exoterically, outwardly, the positive and the negative of life are very different. Life is different from death, and good is different from evil. But esoterically, the secret is that they are one. As God says through the prophet Isaiah, I am the Lord and there is none else. I form the light and create the darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. But that information is not normally handed out from the pulpit. So we have to begin then seriously considering yang and yin, black and white. It is only by contrast, when black and white are put together, that we know black as black and white as white. However, now, when I look at a small white circle or disk on a black background, or a small black disk on a white background, I at once get this in my thought: which is positive and which is negative? Does black represent the negative because it's dark, like night? But when I look at the black dot on the white background, I think the black dot is the thing there, so that must be positive. It was put on. And therefore the white represents negative because it suggests nothing. No mark, like white paper behind the print. Blank, blanche. The English blank and the French blanche, which means white, is the same. Blank, negative. Isn't this mysterious, you see, that both white and black can play the negative role? But then let's think of white as light, and it's playing the positive role. And when we think of black as the thing, the mark, then it's playing the positive role. See, both can play the negative and both can play the positive. But still, you can't have one without the other. I look at the black with the white dot, and I say, is that a white glowing sun in the night, or is it a hole through a wall? In which case the black will be the thing and the white the absence. I look at the black dot on the white background and say, yes, obviously the black dot is the thing, but on the other hand it may be a picture of a white box with a hole in it. You see, they're reversible.
The subject today is, how do we consult the oracle? The I Ching is an oracle that originated in China about 3,000 years ago. The purpose of this short video is to show you the method of consulting it. The I Ching is organized in 64 chapters called hexagrams. Each hexagram has a name that indicates a specific subject, as for example, making a new beginning, or youthful folly, conflict, or abundance. Each hexagram consists of 6 lines. When we look at this chart, that shows all the 64 hexagrams, we notice that only two kinds of lines make up the whole system. This is called a dark line, and this is called a light line. The light and the dark lines represent the two primary forces that make up the whole cosmos. These two forces are complementary to each other. Their complementarity is experienced as the force of attraction that holds all aspects of the cosmos together. The question now is, how do we consult the I Ching oracle? The most common method is to use 3 coins of the same kind. Some people prefer to use Chinese coins, for example, like these. But 3 simple pennies will do just as well. This is actually the method we personally use. The main thing is about a coin that it has 2 sides, a tail and a head. Traditionally, the tail is associated with the value 2 and the head is associated with the value 3. 3 coins are tossed to build a hexagram. The sum total of each toss determines what kind of line we have received. There are basically 4 possibilities that we can receive. Either a simple light line, a simple dark line, a light line that indicates transformation, or a dark line that indicates transformation. Here is a chart that shows us which kind of line we receive depending on the total value of our coin toss. The dots besides the line indicate a possible transformation. When the sum total of our toss is 6 or 9, we receive a line that points to a transformation. A 6 points to a transformation from a dark to a light line. A 9 points to a transformation from a light to a dark line. This refers to a transformation in the energy involved in the situation. It can indicate 2 possible situations. Either that a transformation has taken place, or that we need to initiate a transformation by bringing our thinking into harmony with the cosmos. I will now demonstrate how to build a hexagram. I take the 3 coins, I throw them with my question in mind. I have received 2 heads and 1 tail. This is 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8. It is a dark line, a simple dark line. I start building the hexagram from the bottom up. Now I toss my coins for the second line. I have received 2 tails and 1 head, which is 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7, which means I have received a light line. Now I'm building line 3. Line 3 is the same as line 2, a light line. And the next one has the same value, a light line. Now I have again the same line as at the bottom, a dark line, and my last line is also a dark line. Now, if I want to know what the number of this hexagram is out of the 64 hexagrams, I need to divide my hexagram into 2 trigrams. A trigram consists of 3 lines. Each hexagram consists of 2 trigrams. I can look this up in my book. There's a chart here at the end of the book that shows me these trigrams and what combination I have received as a hexagram. The bottom trigram or lower trigram is sun, 1 dark line and 2 light lines on top of it. And now we look up the upper trigram in this line, and we see it here, 1 light line and 2 dark lines, and we look up where they meet. The number is 32. And now I can look up this hexagram in the book just to see what name it has. 32 is called duration. And again, I can see the depiction of this hexagram that I have received. Right here, we're only concerned with the actual technique of building a hexagram and not with the interpretation.